The figure of Hvashang is probably one of the most mysterious characters in Himalayan art, possibly in literature as well. So Hvashang is a figure that is attached to the 16 elders along with Dharmatala. Dharmatala is the attendant, the servant, and Hvashang is this patron figure who is dispatched by the Tang Emperor of China to invite Shakyamuni Buddha and the 16 Arhats to visit China. Shakyamuni, of course, had passed, and there were 16 Arhats that agreed to visit China. And these 16 Arhats come out of a particular text of the 5th, 6th century called the Nanda Mitra text. And it talks about these 16 elders who promised to remain on earth until the coming of Maitreya, the next Buddha. Okay, but back to Hvashang. Hvashang is this very often dark-complexioned figure. Usually he's bald-headed, bare-chested. He holds certain attributes. It can be a peach, a persimmon in one hand, or a bowl of fruit, or it can be a mala, a bead garland. He often has 3, 4, 5 children who are playfully running around him or climbing on him. His robes are multicolored. He is not considered to be a monk. He often can have earrings and can have jewelry, very opulent and fancy dress. So this is a figure of Hvashang. Now, we do not have any original Sanskrit literature or early Tibetan literature about this figure. He only appears in art in the 15th century, and the earliest painting that we have on the Har website would appear to be a Gelugpa painting. It's mid to late 15th century, and it depicts this new figure, this character in the composition of Shakyamuni Buddha and the 16 Arhats, 16 elders, along with the 4 guardian kings and Dharmatala. Then there's this new figure, this Chinese-looking figure of this patron, Hvashang. So this is a new thing, and we really begin to see it more in the 16th century, and then it becomes totally common in the 17th, 18th, and 19th century. But it's new. Not sure where it comes from. The appearance of Hvashang is very much like the laughing Buddha, Hotai, this figure that we have from southern China. But also this appearance of Hvashang is very similar to a monk who was one of the patrons and builders of the giant Buddha sculpture in stone just to the west of the city of Chengdu. So it's not clear where this Hvashang comes from, and it's really not clear on what his real role was, other than possibly to tie together some of these mythological stories, these real myths of Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty and inviting the 16 elders, who all appeared in China by flying through the air or riding on sea creatures like makaras. So we have this kind of mythology. And so it's possible that this figure was brought in to tie all the stories together. In terms of Tibetan literature, we really don't have a lot of material until the 16th, 17th century, and then there are a lot of stories about who these characters are: Hvashang, Dharmatala, the 16 elders. But of course, we have to ask, what are these stories based on? What is the source literature for these new stories and embellishments of their lives and their deeds?